England and France, two nations with a complex sporting relationship spanning decades. And for all involved, there is added complexity. Players, colleagues, teammates at club level. But such camaraderie must be put aside for now. It is undoubtedly a stern test for both sides. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We can only hope that this one will deliver, as it has so often in the past.
Yeah, and this one I see as a game between two sides who know each other all too well, and games between the two have been generally close. While there will be quite a bit of probing and prodding, I'm expecting this to be nice and tight.
So things are underway. Upamecano. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think their words you...
Doué! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Konsa pokes it out wide. Not the most convincing of passes. This is a promising build-up. It's a good spell of possession, this. And it's Hernandez. Chips it through. Big chance! Dembele finds himself offside. Koundé. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Madueke in acres of space out wide. Doué. And it's Rabiot. Dembele. Olise.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, there's the clearance. There will be a throw-in. Olise's cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. England yet to have an attempt on goal. And it's Doué. And here's Mbappe, foot in.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Crosses it in. Mignon deals with that, nice and simple. Doué. Gordon. Bellingham. Mbappe. Here's Tchouaméni. Now it's Olise. Stones gets across to intercept that. And it's Tchouaméni. Dembele. A probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top. James. And he's had it nicked away. Madueke. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Olise. Rice gets a foot in here. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Kane. Upamecano cuts it out. Saliba. Tchouaméni, Saliba, and Upamecano, Saliba, Tchouaméni, and it's Dembele. That's destined for the flank, and it's Doué. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Anderson, and that's really well manoeuvred. Played out towards the right wing. Anderson. Madueke. Aims beyond the defence. It's a goal kick. That's really well cleared. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham is flagged offside. Olise. Tchouameni. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. Oh, super ball. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Pass somewhat off target. That is good alertness. Looking for options for movement. Deftly away.
There will be 1 minute added
Madueke.
time.
It's a good run down the right. Now it's Kane. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
England really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Mbappe. Now it's Gordon. Lovely bit of skill. Rice. Now Anderson. Spread to the right.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pinches it off him. Dembele was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Konsa does well to get it back. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Stones did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That has been
The
slung
attendance
wide.
for this match was 96,628.
So we've reached the hour mark. Madueke. And here's Bellingham. And it's Kane. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Now it's Bellingham. O'Reilly. Oh, well played, well played. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. They get a throw in. France can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
That has not gone well. Goes looking wide. Now it's Doué. Oh, can he get onto this? In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Cherki, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Anderson.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Bellingham. Played out to the left flank. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rabiot.
England clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Rabiot. That's a smartly directed ball. Barcola receives it in a wide position. Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the shot! It's a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Koundé at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Now it's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. Aim forwards. That's going wide left. Akliouche. Stones cuts out the pass. England now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't...
And there's the shot! Nearly, but not quite.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
France clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now it's Gordon. That is lovely. There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
This is now creating a nervous atmosphere. The fans simply want the ball at the other end.
Oh, that's a key interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Cherki. And it's Rabiot. And it's Akliouche. That is good strength. He's in a great position here. That's a sharp pass. Kane. We are into overtime. And time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form.
From either side of the channel, an international derby. The shores of England and France separated by a mere 21 miles of water, and their history so deeply intertwined. It is a sporting rivalry with depth. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It's got all the ingredients. It is bound to be good.
Yeah, and this one I see as a game between two sides who know each other all too well, and games between the two have been generally close. While there will be quite a bit of probing and prodding, I'm expecting this to be nice and tight.
So straight into the action. That has ended up in no man's land. That's destined for the flank. Madueke. Bellingham. And here's Kane. Kane stood his ground strongly. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Tchouameni. It's a really well-measured ball. And claimed it back swiftly. He has found the way through. So we're still where we started right now. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Dembele bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Mbappe. Nicely spread. Olise has it in a wide position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Olise. Good ball, good take. Oh, good spread. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. James receives it in a wide position. James. Showing good feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Kane. Dembele. O'Reilly. Now Anderson. Distributed tidily. Madueke! Oh, Bellingham! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
England with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bellingham! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Tchouameni. And here's Kane. And it's Rice. Dembele over to the right flank. That'll be a throw. Olise. And he's gone searching crossfield. Hernandez. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Dembele. Dembele. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Quality ball. That has been slung wide. That's a good ball out wide. Madueke receives it in a good position here. Rabiot. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Rabiot. Looking for options for movement. Spread to the right. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. Here's Tchouaméni. He's going to be disappointed with that. Madueke. And this is Kane. Now it's Bellingham. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, that pass... And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. We're on the move again.
England have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Gordon. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Kane. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. James is behind this one. He's gone for the shots. Olise. Tchouaméni.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Stones does well to get it back. They've played it short. Doué is onto this. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through. Kane. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. And it's Bellingham. Anderson. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Anderson. Gordon. And here's Kane.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
98,004.
O'Reilly. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. That's going to go a long way. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Substitution.
And here's Olise. He's shifting through the gears here. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Bellingham. Anderson. And here's Gordon, and it's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Not a hint of offside here. Saliba tidy with his distribution and smartly reclaimed. Rabiot, and it's Hernandez. And the counter is on. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That's destined for the flank. Barcola, he's picked his way through. Plenty to aim at here. Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Barcola is offering a wry smile there.
Substitutions taking place.
France have opted to make another change here. Impressive jump! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Barcola. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
And it's Tchouaméni.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. And he is deftly away. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Can he finish? A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And he's gone looking for safety. England are looking to go forward now. Just eases him off the ball. Dinks one through. Dink through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cherki. Rabiot. Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? He lifts the roof! Has he won it? He just might have won it! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
France look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
There will be 3
Well, I
minutes
can
added
wholeheartedly
time.
say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Played out to the left flank. Koundé. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Akliouche. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Appropriate manner will be removed.